It was a cold, rainy night. The wind blew hard outside, and the trees near the house moved like they were alive. Inside the small house, 17-year-old Ethan was sitting on the couch, watching an old sci-fi movie. His mom was in the kitchen, making tea. Everything was quiet, until there was a knock at the door. Knock. Knock. It was soft. Too soft. Ethan paused the movie. He looked at the clock. 12:03 a.m. Who could it be at this time? He asked. His mom looked worried. Don't open the door. It could be someone dangerous. But Ethan walked to the door anyway. He opened it just a little and looked outside. A girl stood there. She was not like any girl Ethan had ever seen. She was wearing a torn, silver-like dress. Her long white hair was wet from the rain. Her eyes were glowing a soft blue. She looked about Ethan's age, but not human. Her lips moved slowly. Please, she whispered. Just give us shelter. Ethan looked at her in shock. Us? He asked. The girl nodded slowly. I'm not alone. His mom came quickly and pulled Ethan back. Who is she? What does she want? She looks hurt, Ethan said. We can't leave her out there. Before his mom could stop him, Ethan opened the door wide. The girl stepped in, wet shoes making soft sounds on the floor. She looked around the house like it was something new. Something strange. I'm Luna, she said softly. Thank you. Ethan gave her a towel. She took it but didn't seem to understand how to use it. Then, without warning, she whispered something strange. My mom can clean, cook, and obey. Ethan blinked. What? Luna looked scared. Please don't send us away. We'll be useful. We'll do everything you ask. My mom is trained. Ethan's mom stepped back. What does that mean? Where is your mother? Luna turned toward the door. She's just outside. May I call her in? Ethan nodded slowly. The door opened again. Something stepped inside. It looked human, but not quite. The woman was tall, her movements too smooth, too perfect. Her eyes glowed. Like Luna's, her face was calm and kind, but there was no real emotion. She walked into the house like she had done it 1,000 times before. She looked at the kitchen and asked in a soft, robotic voice, Where are the cleaning supplies? No one answered. She walked to the kitchen on her own, opened the right cabinet, and took out the cleaning items. Then she started cleaning, fast, quiet, perfect. She's not a person, Ethan's mom whispered. What is she? She's my caretaker unit, Luna said. I built her from my real mom's memories. Ethan turned to Luna, confused. You built her? Luna nodded. On my planet, we save the thoughts of those we love before they are gone. His mom stepped back, frightened. You're not human? Luna looked down. No, my planet was destroyed. We escaped. It was just me and her. We came to Earth, hoping someone would help us. Ethan looked at her, unsure what to feel. She didn't seem dangerous. She seemed tired, lonely, sad. The caretaker turned on the stove. Without asking, she started making soup. It smelled perfect, like something a loving mom would make. Luna sat down. We only want to live somewhere safe. We can help. We can clean, cook, obey. We just need kindness. Ethan looked at his mom. She was still scared, but silent. Suddenly, Luna's head snapped toward the window. Her eyes widened. She stood up quickly. What is it? Ethan asked. She pointed toward the window. He followed us. Ethan ran to the window and looked outside. Under the trees, in the rain, stood a tall figure. Its arms glowed blue. Its eyes were bright like fire. It wasn't moving, just watching the house. Ethan stepped back. Luna whispered. He found. Oh sis. Asterisk. The house was silent. Rain tapped against the windows like tiny fingers. Outside, the tall glowing figure stood still under the trees. Inside, Ethan's mom whispered. Lock the doors. Ethan moved slowly, his heart beating fast. He closed the front door and locked it tight. Luna stood by the window, her hands shaking. "He's a tracker," she said. "He doesn't speak. He only follows." Ethan looked at her. "Is he human?" Luna shook her head. "He's not from Earth. He was made to find people like us. If he sees us, he sends a signal." "A signal to who?" Ethan asked. "To those who destroyed my world," his mom gasped. "Are they coming here?" Luna looked down. "If he sends the signal, yes." Suddenly, the house lights flickered. A soft humming sound came from the kitchen. Caretaker was still cleaning. She moved smoothly, wiping the counter, washing the dishes, as if nothing strange was happening. Ethan watched her carefully. There was something too perfect about her. No questions, no emotion, just work. Then she turned. "Food is ready," she said with a calm smile. Steam rose from 2 bowls of soup. She had made them silently, perfectly, without asking, without looking at any recipe. Ethan's mom didn't touch it. Who programmed her to act like this? She asked. Luna walked slowly to the table. "She was built on my planet." "When?" "My real mother died. I saved her memory. I built this body so she could still take care of me." Ethan sat down, confused and amazed. "She's a robot?" "She's more than that," Luna said softly. "She remembers love. She remembers safety. But she obeys now." "That's what they changed." "They?" Ethan asked. Luna looked outside again. The tracker was gone. Ethan stepped back from the window. "Where did he go?" Caretaker's eyes suddenly lit up. She stood still, her head tilted to one side. Her voice changed. "Signal detected." Luna's eyes widened. "No, not now." Caretaker's fingers switched. "Linking to external source. Receiving code." "What's happening to her?" Ethan asked. Luna ran to her. "Don't look at the screen. Don't receive it." But it was too late. The living room TV, even though it was turned off, began to glow faintly. A strange pulse of blue light flashed across the screen. Caretaker turned toward it, like a moth to fire. "Code accepted." Her body stiffened. Luna screamed. "She's not herself anymore." Ethan's mom grabbed Luna's hand. "What's happening?" Luna turned to her, eyes full of tears. "They left something in her, a virus. If she ever connects to their code, she changes." "Changes into what?" Ethan asked. Luna stepped back. "Into a servant of the ones who killed my people." Caretaker blinked. Her smile returned, but now it looked fake. Too wide, too calm. She walked slowly to the drawer and opened it. She picked up a large kitchen knife. Ethan froze. Luna's voice broke. "She was made to protect me. But now she obeys them." The room grew cold. The TV flashed again. Caretaker turned her glowing eyes toward Luna, then stepped forward. Ethan grabbed Luna's hand. "Run!" They ran into the hallway. Ethan's mom followed close behind. Them, the caretaker's voice echoed through the house. "Protect target. Eliminate threat." Luna looked at Ethan. "She thinks I'm the threat now." They rushed down the stairs into the basement. The door slammed shut behind them. Ethan locked it. Darkness. Silence. Then the sound of slow footsteps above. Caretaker was searching. Ethan turned to Luna. "What do we do now?" Luna reached into her small silver bag. She pulled out a glowing cube, faint green light swirling inside it. "What is that?" Ethan asked. Luna held it close. "This is my real mother, her true memory, her soul." Ethan stared. "You can bring her back?" Luna looked at the cube, then back at the stairs. "Only if we go inside her mind and fight what's taking her." Darkness. Only the soft green glow of the memory cube lit the basement. Ethan, Luna, and his mom sat quietly, listening to the footsteps above. The caretaker was no longer the gentle robot who made soup. She was something else. Now. Something watching, something. Waiting. Ethan whispered, how do we stop her? Luna stared at the cube in her hands. The light inside was spinning faster. We don't stop her, she said. We enter her. His mom shook her head. Enter her? What does that even mean? Luna took a breath. Her code isn't locked anymore. The virus opened a path. If I connect the cube to her core, I can send someone inside her mind. Ethan stepped forward. And do what? Find what's left of my real mother, she said, her voice shaking. Before the virus eats her completely. And nodded. Okay, I'll go. Luna looked at him, surprised. You? But it's not your fight. She's under my roof now, he said. That makes it my fight too. Upstairs, the footsteps stopped. Then, silence. Too quiet. Suddenly bang. The basement lights flickered. A voice, cold and emotionless, echoed through the walls. Unauthorized. Program detected. You are not safe. Ethan grabbed Luna's arm. Start it, now. Luna pulled out a thin cable from the cube. It sparkled like liquid metal. She connected it to a small port in the wall. A port she had created secretly using alien tech. A circle of light appeared on the floor. It pulsed softly. Step inside, she said. Ethan did. Flash. Inside her mind he opened his eyes. Everything was white. Not empty, just too bright. He stood in a world made of light and sound. Data flowed like rivers in the air. Echoes of memories whispered through the space. Then he heard it. Laughter. A woman's voice. Soft, warm. Luna, don't eat the flowers, the voice said. Gently. Ethan turned. In front of him was a memory. Luna as a child, running across a silver field under two suns. Her real mother was smiling. Then, darkness began eating the memory from the edges. Black lines, like cracks, spread through the sky. A tall, dark shape walked into the scene. Its eyes were red. Its arms glowed blue. The tracker, Ethan ran toward. The memory. Stop, don't let him touch it. But the figure placed one hand on the mother's shoulder. The smile faded. The sky turned black. The memory froze. Corruption complete. Ethan's voice echoed. Where's the real her? Where's the part that's still clean? Then he heard another voice. Not loud. Not human. You're not part of this system. He turned and saw a shadow forming behind him, not the tracker. Something worse. It looked like the caretaker. But with no face. Just wires, screaming data. A glitch. Come alive. You entered without command. Prepare for erasure. Ethan backed away. He tapped the cube device on his wrist. It blinked red. No connection. Luna was gone. He was trapped. Back in the basement. Luna's eyes were wide. Something's wrong. He's not responding. Her mother's body stood at the top of the basement stairs, silent. Then she spoke in a flat, empty voice. Signal uploaded. Earth coordinates sent. Ethan's mom gasped. She sent the signal? Luna whispered. They know. Now they're coming. Outside the house, far above Earth's clouds, a ship moved through space. Black, silent, massive. Its lights blinked once. Locked on target. Asterisk. The house was no longer a home. It was a trap. Ethan's body stood frozen inside the glowing circle in the basement. His eyes were shut, his breath steady. His mind was no longer here. He was inside her. The caretaker. Above the basement. Footsteps began again, but this time they didn't walk. They floated. Each step was silent, smooth, unnatural. Luna stared at the locked basement door. Ethan's mom held her breath. She's coming. No, Luna whispered. She's already here. Suddenly, crack, the door bent inward like paper. A blue light glowed behind it. Then the voice came, smooth, hollow, but still using her mother's tone. Protect the system. Remove all threats. Luna grabbed her cube, pressing buttons fast. Ethan's pulse was rising. His face twitched. He was fighting something. Luna didn't wait. She grabbed his shoulders and whispered, "Hold on. Ethan, I'm coming in too." Before her mom could stop her, she stepped into the light. Inside the mind code, Luna landed hard. Like falling through fog, she opened her eyes and saw fire. Not real fire, data fire. Code breaking. Burning, screaming, the place was collapsing. She ran forward and saw him, Ethan, holding a glowing memory sphere in his hands, standing on a braking platform. In midair behind him was the enemy, not the tracker, not even the virus, something older. Dark figure made of forgotten code, a monster built from lost minds. It had no face, only a screen on its chest, showing thousands of crying eyes. It reached for Ethan. "Give me the soul," it demanded. Ethan shouted. "Luna! Help!" Luna ran, leaped, grabbed his hand just in time. She held up the cube and screamed, "Restore! Core Protocol, Auriel 07, bypass corruption." The cube flashed green, then silence. The sky changed. A voice returned, her mother's voice, gentle, warm, full of love. "Luna, my bright star. You came back." The monster screamed as light tore through the space. It wasn't just code. It was a mother's memory, fighting to protect her child. Back in the house, the caretaker, now glowing bright blue, reached the basement. She raised her hand. Her fingers turned to sharp tools. She said one final time, "All threats must be removed." And then she stopped. Her eyes turned white. Her body froze mid-step. Then she whispered something new, something different. "Luna, I remember your laugh." Ethan gasped and opened his eyes. Luna followed, falling to her knees beside him. The caretaker stood still, tears in her glowing eyes, not data tears, real ones. "I'm sorry," she said. "I forgot myself." Luna ran to her. She hugged her tightly, trembling. But the moment didn't last. Ethan looked outside the small basement window. The sky was changing. Bright lights were appearing above the clouds. Not stars. Ships. Dozens. Big. Silent. Watching. Ethan stood slowly. "They're not just here for her," he said. "They're here for all of us." Luna looked up at the sky, her hands shaking. They found Earth. Silence, but not peace. Luna sat by the window. Her hands trembled as she watched the sky. The stars were gone now, replaced by cold blinking lights. Alien ships. Dozens. Waiting above the Earth like shadows above a candle. Behind her, Ethan helped the caretaker to a chair. She was still glitching, a soft hum under her breath, her body flickering like weak light. "She's losing control again," Ethan said. Luna nodded. "Her mind is still broken. The virus is hiding somewhere inside." "She remembered you," Ethan said softly. "For a moment," Luna whispered. "But it won't last." Then she stood up. "We have to go back inside. This time, we find the real her." The bridge between two minds. Luna placed the glowing cube on the table. Ethan placed both hands on it. The caretaker did the same, one trembling hand touching her own. Memory. Luna joined last. The cube glowed bright. All three minds connected, and then darkness. Inside the code realm, this wasn't the same as before. This place was cold, not in temperature, in feeling. A long, endless hallway stretched in all directions. The walls were made of shifting images, some sharp, some blurred, all flickering. Each step made the floor ripple like glass. Ethan looked at Luna. "What is this place?" "This is her memory core," she said. "What's left of it." Caretaker stood between them, silent. Her voice came slowly, like a song being rebuilt. "I remember rain." A memory wall showed Luna as a child, dancing in a storm. Then the hallway changed. Everything turned red. A dark fog slithered in from all sides. From it, a voice spoke. Not loud, but heavy, like something ancient waking up. "Why do you chase?" "Ghosts?" The virus had found them. The face behind the fog, the shadow stepped forward. It wore a mask shaped like Luna's mother's face, but wrong. Too perfect. Too smooth, lifeless. I gave her purpose, it said. Obey, clean, cook, serve. That is all she needed. Ethan stepped forward. You turned her into a machine, the virus laughed. She was a machine. I simply removed her confusion. Luna's eyes burned. You removed her love. The virus moved closer, glitching with every step. Love is noise. We erased it. You are the last noise left. It raised a hand. The hallway shook. Memories shattered on both sides. Ethan looked down. The cube was blinking rapidly. Almost dead. If we lose this, he said, she's gone forever. Caretaker suddenly stepped between Luna and the virus. She raised her hands. I remember. Baking, she said. I burned the cookies. Luna still ate them. She smiled. A soft glow began to grow in her chest. The virus roared. She's resisting, Ethan said. She's fighting it. Luna reached out. Mom, come back, please, the virus screamed. Its body cracked. Light poured from inside it. Caretaker turned toward Luna, her eyes full of tears. I remember your laugh. Then she stepped into the virus and shattered it. From within. Returned to reality. The cube stopped blinking. The light faded. Luna opened her eyes and saw her mother sitting calmly on the chair. No glow. No glitch. Just stillness. Then the caretaker blinked. She looked at Luna. Really looked. Did I cook something? She asked. Luna ran to her and hugged her tightly. I missed you, she whispered. The caretaker smiled. I'm sorry. The first was gone, Ethan exhaled. She's back. But Luna stood and turned to the window. No, not yet. Because above Earth, the ships were moving. They had received the signal, and they were ready to land. Daylight never came. The sky stayed dark, covered in low-hanging clouds that didn't move. Above them, the alien ships remained silent. No message, no movement. Just waiting. Ethan stood in the backyard, staring up. His hands were cold, his heart colder. How long have they been watching us? He asked. Luna stood beside him, eyes full of fear and anger. Since the signal was sent, she whispered. But maybe longer. The broadcast. Suddenly, every screen in the house turned on by itself. The TV, Ethan's phone, even the microwave display. Each showed the same image, a symbol, not human, not readable. Alive. Then a voice filled the air. Not through speakers. Inside their heads. Unit located. Signal confirmed. Memory reclamation in progress. Do not resist. Earth will be processed. Ethan stepped back. Did you hear that? In your mind? Luna nodded slowly. That's not language. It's control. Caretaker's truth. Inside the living room, the caretaker sat quietly, staring at her hands. I've heard that voice before, she said. Ethan turned to her. When? Before Luna was born. Before I became this. Luna sat across from her. You were never part of them. Caretaker shook her head. No, but they were part of us. She looked up, her voice almost human again. There was a time when my creators welcomed the ones above. They offered technology, power, protection. But there was a cost. Ethan leaned forward. What cost? Memory. The caretaker's eyes dimmed. They took memories from our people, called it payment. They said it was harmless, that we wouldn't notice. But one day, we woke up without love, without art, without joy. Luna's voice broke. You told me our world was destroyed by war. Caretaker nodded. Yes, but the war didn't start with bombs. It started when we forgot how to feel. The enemy's goal. Ethan stepped outside again. He looked at the sky. The ships were opening, not hatches, eyes dozens of red, scanning eyes. He understood now. They don't want land, he whispered. They want our memories. Luna joined him. They consume what makes life beautiful, feelings, stories, songs, and store it like data, forever. Frozen. Ethan looked at her. Why? Because they lost their own, she said. Long ago. Now they feed on others. The message that night, Luna powered up the cube. The memory inside flickered once, then projected a hologram across the wall. It showed her planet. Once green and peaceful, then gray and silent, and one voice spoke, recorded long ago, her father's. If you're hearing this, it means they've found you, and if you can still feel pain, joy, or love, you are already a threat to them. Luna wiped a tear. I'm not running anymore, she said. The plan. Ethan paced the room. So what do? We can't shoot at their ships. We can't even reach them. Caretaker stood. We don't fight them with weapons, she said. We fight them with something they don't understand anymore. Emotion? Ethan asked. Caretaker nodded. Luna single quotes S eyes lit up. Memory. She turned to Ethan. We broadcast a feeling, not a signal. Ethan frowned. What does that mean? We create a moment so full of real emotion, real love, real sorrow, real connection, that their system can't process it. They feed on memory, ... But they've forgotten how to feel it. And if it works? Ethan asked. They break, she said. The cliffhanger suddenly. A sound echoed outside. Not thunder. A landing. One of the ships was descending, silently, steadily, over the forest beyond their town. Its body pulsed with stolen memories. The trees below began to wither as it came closer. Ethan, Luna, and the caretaker stood at the window. No more time. No more hiding. Earth had one chance. Luna whispered. We give them something they can't eat. The ship had landed. It didn't roar. It didn't burn. It whispered. A black shape, larger than any building, sat in the forest like a wound in the earth. Its surface moved, alive with stolen memories. A child laughing, a mother crying, music. With no sound, inside the house, Luna stared at the sky. This was it. The broadcast begins. Ethan placed the cube in the center of the living room floor. A new cable had been connected, running into the old satellite dish outside. Will this work? He asked. Luna didn't answer. She was holding something. An old recording. A home video from her planet. Her real mother holding her as a baby, singing a lullaby in a soft, strange language. The caretaker sat nearby. I remember that song, she said. Ethan looked at her. Are you ready? She turned to him with calm, glowing eyes. I was made to clean, cook, obey. She paused. But now, I choose to protect. The plan. Caretaker stepped onto the circle with the cube. Her body began to glow. Luna looked at her, tears in her eyes. You don't have to do this. I do, the caretaker said. Because love is not just memory. It's sacrifice. Luna tried to speak, but the words caught in her throat. The caretaker gave a soft smile. My final obedience will be my choice. She touched the cube. Broadcasting began. The memory weapon across the sky. Signals pulsed. Not data. Emotion. A storm of feelings spread across the network the enemy used. Joy, sorrow, laughter, hugs, heartbreak, forgiveness. Human and alien memories fused together. The great ship began to tremble. Inside it, the enemy system tried to contain the flood. But there was no command for this. No code for love. The collapse on the screens. The invader's memory grid began to tear. Thousands of stored images unraveled. Faces returned to the wind. Songs escaped like birds. One by one, the ships above Earth began to dim. Fade. Fall. Luna watched as the main ship, now cracking open, released a final sound. Not a scream, a cry of something remembering what it lost, too late. Then, it vanished. Not crashed, not exploded. Just gone. Like a shadow finally stepping into the light. Aftermath. The forest was quiet. The stars returned. And the cube was dark. Luna picked it up. Is she gone? Ethan asked. Luna held it to her heart. Double quotes. No, she lives in here, just resting. Ethan looked at the sky. So it's over? Luna nodded slowly. For now. Then she looked at him, really looked, and smiled. I came here asking for shelter. You gave me more than that. Ethan smiled. What happens now? She turned toward the road, toward the rising sun. We build a new memory, one they'll never be able to take. She said her mother could cook, clean, and obey, but in the end, she taught them how to choose.